What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Ubisoft's next video game, which is the Assassin's Creed Ragnarok, which is a rumored title for the next Assassin's Creed. It has heavily been rumored, courtesy of Shinobi on Twitter, who is an industry insider, who said the following recently on Twitter when asked a question about what is happening with the Assassin's Creed franchise. He replied with the following. Almost there, and the question was, any news about the new Assassin game? Please, I need to know. So it is pretty interesting that there's so many rumors that this video game is meant to be released in 2020, maybe, but because of what's going on in the world. So what is good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any videos. At the 100,000 subscriber mark, I will be giving away something cool, so make sure to subscribe, notifications on. And the more time you comment on the more videos, because it's random, the more chances in theory and probability, you have more chances of winning. So let's get into this video. So it's worth saying this is all rumored, but to be honest, if a lot of people are saying the same thing, it's the same thing in Marvel and DC and other rumors and leaks that I've covered in the past that are true. If a lot of different sources are saying the same thing, then it's generally true. So there is a bunch of articles. So the Shinobi one, almost there. It's very vague, but where the industry is headed right now, we can sort of see some announcements taking place. Next month, there's supposed to be the summer of IGN gaming in June, and independent companies are supposed to be revealing stuff left, right, and center. Sony will have to talk about the PS5 once more, at least before the summer. Next generation version of Assassin's Creed would suit the console reveal perfectly. And the head of Ubisoft himself has said he wants to be at the forefront of next generation gaming. We understand Assassin's Creed is multi-platform, so it will be on both PS5 and Xbox Series X, which is pretty darn cool. So it's heavily going to feature the Vikings, apparently. Although that's kind of been debunked, but then wasn't debunked. And then another source said that it definitely is to do with the Vikings. So as we know, there's been a lot of Assassin's Creeds in the franchise. Assassin's Creed or Assassin's Creeds, which way do you say it? So obviously there's Syndicate, Origin, Odyssey, which is aesthetically pleasing. So it's going to be really fascinating to find out what this video game is actually going to look like on the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, independent of what console you actually have. It is still the same game, it just visually looks a little bit different. So a French insider YouTuber had the following thing to say, and I had to obviously translate it on Google, but I'm pretty sure it's good. So he said the following: some information on the next Assassin's Creed game. It will be good with the Vikings, which is cool. That's what most people anticipated. It will not be called Kingdom nor Ragnarok, which is what literally every creator, every Reddit post, everything online is saying. It will be some variation of the Norse mythology. But if it is going to include the Vikings, then maybe this could potentially be true. And he also said the following to say: the secret blade will be back. The shield too. The main character should be a woman. Although, technically in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, I feel like you played Eve more than you do Jacob, so maybe this could be true. I'm not really bothered either way. I mean, I really like playing Eve in Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I think she's fire. But we can still choose a man, which is very interesting if this is true. But like I said, guys, you've got to take all this information with a pinch of salt, because it's not like it's coming directly from Ubisoft. But you understand how the leaks world work. They've been right so many times with the Game of Thrones, Terminator, Dark Fate, EndGame. So many leaks in different fields have turned out to be true. So also in the news, he had the following to say, and yes, I've had to Google Translate. She should not be called Jorah, which is kind of interesting. Lots of supernatural content relating to the first civilization. I can't really say that word, so yeah. So that's pretty interesting. No co-op, which I think is fantastic, because you do not need a co-op. So it goes on to say still RPG mode more than it was in Odyssey. Outing still planned for the end of the year. And we're going to go over an article which insinuated it could be coming out in like 3 months' time, but I don't think any video game would self-promote a video game to come out in 3 months. I think maybe it's referring to when the reveal is happening. But the fact that Shinobi says soon implies that we are going to hear lots about this video game very, very soon, but you still got to take everything in this video with a pinch of salt. So also in the news, there are some other details going about, though it's all about Vikings, supposed to be code name for Kingdom, although apparently that's not the real name. Ragnarok is apparently the real name, but then it isn't, but then it is, but then it isn't. We don't know. We're just here to deliver some gaming news. So apparently it would take place in 800 AD. It would divulge and dive very deep into the first civilization storyline and would feature a map covering the following: Scandinavia, but the scope is supposed to be freaking huge. The map is supposed to be covering Scandinavia and England. The only game I can remember that did that in terms of England was actually Syndicate, which I've recently just played. Now a deleted Reddit post tells you play as a male and female Viking named Jura, which kind of backs up which the French YouTubers say, although he said she should not be called Jura. I don't know if this is personal opinion or if this is inside information or if it's fact. It's really harsh when you're source checking stuff to say that. So let's go on. And then it goes on to say, Jura, who becomes an assassin during the game. It's almost a recruitment system from Brotherhood is back, and with the mythology, locations, and characters to discover, gameplay will apparently be much the same as Odyssey, including stints of modern day stories. Finally, it's said that Ragnarok will be a cross-gen title, releasing a PS5 version, PS4, Xbox One, and Xbox X Series. Now, this makes the most sense. Although I want games like this to be on the new platform only, they've sold over 100 million PlayStation 4, so why wouldn't they do this? Although, obviously, the next God of War game is actually rumored to be God of War 5 Ragnarok as well, and follow the Fimbulwinter storyline, which makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I get it. If PlayStation and Xbox are only planning to produce 6 to 7 million units in the next first year, which will technically be 2021, then why would they want to release a game on a platform, on a system that they could sell less than 10 million. Yes, I get it. Final Fantasy VII Remake only sold 3.5 million copies, but I guess they should release it on other platforms. But then again, if you are going to get on PS5 or Xbox Series X, it will look aesthetically more pleasing, more power, ray tracing, the sun, the shade, and to be honest, they do a very good job of that already. Now, also, there is another article on the website from ibtnews.com that says Assassin's Creed 2020 reportedly launching, not releasing, launching April to May 2020, says leaker, but we're already, as of the time of recording this video, 23rd of April. It's not out, so I don't really believe that. So the key points of this article generally just say the next installment might not be called Ragnarok. Assassin's Creed 2020 might debut April to May 2020, which I don't think it will. Also, it's worth noting on this article, it says it will be coming out on the PC, which is pretty cool because your boy Warstu's got a Fire PC. Yeah, Fire PC. So yeah, it's just reciting the same stuff, RPG style, a further claim that the content, exact same stuff. And this one's claiming it would feature co-op. Jonathan said that Ubisoft would not introduce this mode in this installment. The game would also have a much larger map, according to a tipster. So it's really hard to figure out what's going on. But apparently now this has been cancelled due to I was just about to say it, but YouTube doesn't really like that. They really don't. So I'm not going to say it. But what's going on in the world? Apparently that is the reason why it's not going to be releasing at the moment. But apparently it's definitely a 2020 release day. And also in the news, apparently Ubisoft are having their annual earning meetings in May, which I guess my audience is generally from the movie world, which is a kind of similar like when Disney has a shareholder meeting and they go over all the future plans for all the future releases, and we know that Assassin's Creed is the next release for them. So I guarantee in the next 2 months we will be getting a lot of future gaming news. And I might be new to talking game and stuff, but I've been streaming game on this channel for a long time. Also, I will be streaming on twitch.tv/Warstu. And also in the news, we maybe have some news from Sony Horizon Zero Dawn Guerrilla. So apparently this game is going to be a franchise, which is freaking insane. If you haven't watched my video about Horizon Zero Dawn 2, I'll put the link right now. So according to VGC, Sony is planning to turn this into a trilogy. Horizon Zero Dawn 2 shifted to PS5, described as gigantic, so freaking big, man. With more freedom to explore and possible co-op mode. I hate co-op mode. I really hate it. It's just not needed. Possibly a standalone co-op game coming that carries progress over Horizon Zero Dawn 2. And then it goes to say Guerrilla co-founder Herman has got a very keen mind on where he wants to take Horizon and what roadmap is. The roadmap is expressed in multiple years. He told The Telegraph, which is an independent magazine in the UK, which hasn't really got good credibility or it isn't really respected, but it could be true. I think the Horizon Zero Dawn business is going to be around for a long time, so yeah, it's sick. They're turning it into a franchise. But of course they would. The first game banged millions of copies, over 10 million copies, I think. Don't quote me. So that is pretty cool that we are getting some Horizon Zero Dawn 2 news very soon and possibly turn it into a franchise, which is freaking insane. So like always, guys, I know I'm kind of new to doing these gaming-based videos, but I am really liking the response and the reaction to the God of War, to the Batman Arkham, and I am an absolute avid gamer in the Assassin's Creed games. Absolutely love them. Currently replaying them all, which is pretty cool. So let me know down below, guys. Do you want it to be Ragnarok? Did I say it right? Because a lot of you guys, every time I say the word Ragnarok, you say I say it wrong, which I find hilarious. So like always, guys, let me know everything you think down below. Are you hyped for this Viking styles Assassin's Creed game, which could be coming this year? It might not be. We can't confirm or deny. I'm just going on the evidence that the research team collected for me, and I'm just relaying it back to the audience. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. Like I said, please subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, comment on every single video to get more chances of winning this epic prize when we hit 100,000 subscribers. So like always, guys, I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.